There are many objects that tells my story, objects that represent me and my life. Every time I look at these things, I remember the feeling I got the exact moment I received these objects. I want to take a moment and tell you all about the artifacts that illustrate my life and have great significance to me. 3 items that represent my past, present, and future life. My pink electric driving Jeep that I drove all around the neighborhood when I was a little girl. My parents bought me my first car when I was 5 years old. I remember it was Christmas morning. I had just finished opening all my presents. My dad told me I had one more present waiting for me to open and to go outside. There it was, my pink Jeep waiting for me to drive. That was probably the best Christmas in my life. Now it holds a special place in a little girl's life, not only mine, but my 1-year-old daughter. I'm thankful for my parents for keeping it all these years and pass it down to a new little owner. Now that my daughter plays with my pink Jeep every day, it reminds me how good my childhood was. It reminds me to make sure my kids stay little as long as possible and not to be in a rush to grow up. Next, something extremely important in my life right now, a purple leather journal. My husband gave me this book to write in the beginning of our relationship. He noticed my anxiety and believed if I wrote in a journal, it would help me when I felt anxious or stressed. This journal is where I write all my problems. I feel like my journaling helps me control my fears and concerns. My purple journal is meaningful because when my husband gave it to me, it made me feel like he cared enough and was worried about my mental health. My journal represents my life right now. It helps me express myself and has a valuable purpose for my anxiety disorder that affects me every single day. Lastly, I want to talk about a bow tie. This plain bow tie glued on a picture frame. I wanted something tangible, something that I could look at as I pray for my daughter's future husband. I decided to make this craft once I realized I was going to give birth to a little girl. I immediately thought about how one day I'm going to see her daddy walk our little girl down the aisle. I then realized he will hand her off to a man that loves her, a man who will take our little girl from our hands and start a new life we hope and pray for her. I hope to one day gift this bow tie to my future son-in-law. I'm not only praying for my daughter, I'm also praying for the little boy who will one day be my daughter's forever best friend. All 3 of these objects represent a point in my childhood, present life, and my future. These objects mold my identity and my personality. Each of these items have a symbolic importance in my life. Each of these items that have a symbolic importance in my life, like my pink little Jeep, my purple leather journal, and my bow tie frame, all personify who I am. I have something that brings back memories, something that keeps me going, and something that makes me certain for the future. These objects all portray great significance that will always impact my life.